You can take our masks, but
Oh.
you can never take our freedom. Yes.
Oh my god, that's another shot. Just
Still the
every
best
time.
drinking game ever.
Just every time someone says yes, just take a shot. Doesn't matter if it's on Drag Race or not, just take a shot.
How to die. 1,000 ways to die.
Just play a drinking game.
Yeah, if it's at a certain show. Okay, so
Oh yeah, Drag Race.
let's start this
Yes.
off.
Yeah, we should probably do this properly, huh?
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, it's always weird. I always want to say it's like, I'm Dova.
I'm Debbie Harry.
This is the DVT
You may know me from.
podcast.
You may know me. You may know me from Blondie. Oh, bitch, what is
fuck.
wrong with me?
I don't know. You're weird. We established this.
This is news.
No.
Brand new and shiny information.
You're brand new and shiny.
I mean, Queen. No, ma'am.
About as shiny as my bald ass head.
That is not where I thought you were going with that. Oh.
Ah, you dirty minded fuck.
Okay, first of all, you're correct. Second of all,
Like a possum, I feel
rude.
attacked. I feel attacked.
I feel attacked. Play dead. I kind of want a possum, honestly.
What a possum.
Yeah, it'd be cute. I'm here for it. Be adorable. And it beats waking up to a fucking boxer deciding to stand on you with the full force and weight, and you're just like, oh god, please just end me.
Yeah, so
So that was basically my morning.
That's Panda like every day. I put a
You're right.
I put a beanbag under my table, and now he's just like, I can be my dad's feet. Yay! Now he's just crawling all over the beanbag underneath the table.
So he's been a slug.
He is no, he is now a snail. He has a home. He found his shell. He is upgraded.
Oh, bless. We stand, yes.
Yes.
No, that's not. There's 2 shots, let's go.
Yeah, that drinking game's gonna kill you.
Yeah. Yeah. We do not condone this. I mean, we do, but we don't.
Yeah,
Yes,
just to give you guys context. So, Viddy and I were once laughed at the idea of playing a drinking game, watching, what's the show called again?
RuPaul's Drag Race.
RuPaul's Drag Race, and every time they say yes, Queen, or yes,
or Hunty,
yeah, you have to take a shot. And it took me like 0.3 seconds to realize that, yeah, you're gonna die.
Yeah, I totally think we should do it one day, though.
That sounds like a New Year's thing.
That sounds like a fuck it, let's just get absolutely fucking trashed thing.
That's, again, sounds like a New Year's thing.
Oh, honey. That's not a New Year's thing. That's an everyday thing at the moment. Shit. Not an alcoholic, I promise.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Actually. First of all, rude. God damn.
So I can't be
You're
sure that you're
coming for
not
me
an I can be sure that you're not an alcoholic.
What? Rude. Ooh, bitch. Ooh.
So what would you say is the weirdest place you've ever received a compliment?
Weirdest
what the
place?
weirdest compliment was?
So,
Put you on the back foot, yeah?
bitch. so I was hooking up with this guy,
Yeah.
as you do.
Well, as
And
you do, yeah.
okay, first of all, slut. um, we're gonna and just all of a sudden he turns around and he's like, "I really like that wallpaper. You have fantastic taste." And then kept going, and I'm sat there like, "Wait, what?" And like I just buckled laughing, and I couldn't keep going. 'Cause it was just like, "Oh shit, did you
Yeah.
really just say that? Wow, we're doing this." Mm-mm,
Well, that's a way to get out of
no,
it.
man. I mean, you're absolutely correct, and I did.
Yeah, mine was a little bit simpler than that. So we have a security company, so when the alarm trips, they get the notification. They call to see if you're all right. It's about
Yeah.
2 a.m.
Mm.
and the power went out. The alarm battery ran out, so the alarm automatically goes off. And then they called. I'm in the
Mhm.
bath.
Oh no. Oh
You know
no.
me, I don't care if someone phones, I answer the phone, bath or not,
Oh, I know. I know. I've
because
been on FaceTime. I've seen.
I immediately assume that it's important. For some dumb reason, I assume every phone call is important. But obviously, if it's a security company, I'm answering just to tell them, everything's okay. Here's the password. And then the guy's just like, "You have a nice, calm, soothing voice." while,
Okay. I mean,
while I'm in the bath, and I'm just like, "Okay."
was he hitting on you?
I don't know, but that's like the weirdest compliment and like weirdest place. I'm sitting in the bath and like you expect it to be. This is this company. Are you okay? Like super robotic at 2 a.m. And it was just like, you have a very calm and soothing voice. It's not the first time somebody's at this company said this to me, but wow.
I mean, it is true. You do have a calm and soothing voice. However,
Lies. Fucking
bitch,
slander lies.
nothing but tea here. Nothing but tea. Mm-mm.
This is tea leaves. All of it's tea leaves.
It's still tea. Still tea, bitch.
Yeah, I saw a thing
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube now from Spiffing Brit. It's like the whole super voting thing trend on YouTube for some
Oh
reason.
God.
I see people abusing the crap out of it with bots, but it's like T happy sharp, like thumbs up, everything cool. T angry face, angry face, angry face, and I just left the comment. I of high society drink caffeinated tea. It's like
Posh over.
it's like I'll take the middle ground.
Oh my God. We stan. We stan. Oh, jeez. Like, there's been a good few times, like, I've had some really, really awkward timing, um, compliments. And it's just like, You're gonna compliment me now while we're doing this?" Like, I've been in the middle of, like, a full-blown screaming match with a customer before, and
You
someone's been
have
like,
really nice earrings. Oh,
that was actually one of the compliments. They were like, "I really like your spacers. What size are they?" I'm like, 24 millimeters. And continued roaring at this other customer. I'm like, "Get out! You can stay. You complimented. You can stay, but pick your timing better next time." Oh God, this is gonna end up devolving into horror stories from retail again. I got them for days, honey.
that's what happens when you deal with people. I would
Well,
like to
yeah.
talk about certain clients, but if I do about my personal clients with a certain thing I used to do, they might catch on who the fuck I am as an artist.
Mhm.
And I'm not having that tea.
Let's not spill all the tea. We want to drink some, yes.
Yeah, it's like the residue
Not
at the bottom of the cup.
oh, the kind that you just like wash out.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake. It's just like people have really bad timing when it comes to complimenting. It's like you didn't really think this through, did you?
Most people don't.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, fuck, I've done it. We've all done it. God, I
That's.
could totally turn this into out of context sayings.
I just think that maybe that lady was just trying to calm you down and like end the argument. Was like, you have really nice spacers.
I mean, if that is what the bitch was trying to do, by all means. However, like it's the fact that I switched instantly. There was not even a second between it. Just like fuck off, fuck you, blah blah blah. They're 24 millimeters. Thank you. I like you. You can stay. Fuck you. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, but
There
that's
was like
just that's
no
like a
fucking.
Scottish talent, isn't it?
I think that's just a career talent. Let's be real here. I think that is actually just a career talent. We're just like, oh, someone's complimented. Right, bitch. Although you could be right, actually.
I'm just thinking it's like the most thing. Like angry Scottish person, sweet little girl. Could I have a quarter? Here you go.
So
Back
that
to
is
yelling
basically,
in back to yelling in
that's basically
Scottish.
that is honestly how it goes. So if we go out for a night, well, way back when we used to be able to go out,
What?
like
What do you mean?
we like some of us used to go to the pub, okay,
Yeah, they're closed
regularly.
right now for us because alcohol's banned again.
Yeah, we're like supposed to be back under fucking lockdown, but you would never think it. The amount of folk that are still cutting about, it's like, really? Stay the fuck in, bitch. It's not hard.
It's because England's telling
But
them to.
bitch, I will leave this call and I will go and cry. Then I will come back.
And agree that was pretty funny.
Okay, fine. I'll give you this one, but still, my point stands. I will leave this call. I will go cry. Oh, fuck. I hate that movie so much. I really do.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good fucking
fuck
title.
me. Oh, bitch. Oh, bloody hell. So, are you excited to be coming back to 14?
Final 14, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I promise I won't blind you
Yeah,
much.
that game, like I said, my only blight with that game. Why can't I see the numbers in the DPS chart? And why
Uh,
the hell is it so long to get to endgame?
I mean, Stormblood kind of flew in. Like, Heaven's Word is like, it's good, but it's like, you're dragging it out. Stormblood, fucking amazing. Loved Stormblood. And then you get Shadowbringers, and it's like fucking classic Final Fantasy writing. And it is so goddamn good. And you can parse, however, you need to be careful and not get caught.
Nah. Mm,
Yee,
If
yee,
you're gonna
bitch.
be streaming, there's no way to not get caught.
Well, I mean, believe it or not, there's a few Final Fantasy 14 streamers that parse and haven't been caught for it.
Huh. I don't know, it's just weird to me. It's like if you wanna like work out rotations and try and see.
Yeah, like I completely agree. I think they should include some sort of parsing in it to a certain extent.
Yeah, even if it's not like a group thing, if it's personal at least.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't need one because I'm in healer, so it's like, okay, I don't care if I'm doing DPS.
Yeah,
My
but
job
even
is
you
to
can
keep
get
you all
heals per
alive.
second.
Yeah, I mean, shit, my healing is on point. I mean, I've proved this time and time again.
Yeah, and I take damage. I take the damage as intended.
You get slapped in the face
Yeah,
repeatedly, a lot, and very, very hard.
yeah, like a cheap paw on a long sidewalk. Um,
Oh, you're right. So I feel like on the subject of 14, I feel like we should maybe address the gunbreaker situation.
Which one, the Thundercat Gunbreaker or the gun? Oh, just Gunbreakers, or
Oh,
that
just
you,
gunbreakers in general.
or that I was pissing off a friend that was in my stream
Oh, with
kindly and absolutely lambasting Gunbreakers for being trash and they can only off tank.
first of all, you're absolutely correct. Second of all, you should be saying that. Like, I don't get how they can main tank. Like, gunbreakers just take so much more damage, and I'm like, bitch. Even with fucking cooldowns, I'm like, really, girl? I'm gonna waste my fucking MP healing your bitch ass. No, you stop that. But then obviously Thundercats, because to be fair though, like I kind of I understand the Vieira to a certain degree because it is part of the lore, them being exclusively female, because it was established in like Tactics and 12 that they are a female predominant race, and the men like stay away from the villages and whatnot. But they are fucking fierce, yes, queen. Oh my god, that would be another
That just
shot right
reminds
there.
me of like Elder from 40k.
Oh,
Because
I need to
that's
get
pretty
back
much
into
what
it.
it is. It's like the builders are the men that play the Wraithbone, and like
Yeah.
everything else is the females.
I mean,
Banshees, females. Ghosts,
typically banshees
females.
are female anyway.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like everything that they have, female, 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 leaders, female. I'm like, damn.
Well, I mean, women are powerful.
Yeah, but then the weirdest thing in that whole genre is like, it takes 4,000 years to train one of these soldiers for 20 millimeter shell flies through there. Yeah.
Or like, yeah, you.
Like, that's the
Oh,
thing that people don't understand. Like, when they compare, Halo and all these other sci-fi crap to 40k, you need to understand the blaster, the fire rate, and the type of, well, bullet, inverted comma, shells. They're 20 millimeter shells. So Star Wars automatically loses because Star Wars outlawed ballistic weapons, so none of their stuff is used to fighting ballistic weapons. We go and we
you're
look
right.
at the 40k universe, all ballistic weapons, pretty fucking much in lasers, so nothing that they haven't seen or prepared against. Planet
I mean, to
destroying
be
tech
fair,
on small ships. So I just sit here looking at Star Wars like gonna get wrecked. Um, used to
rep on.
overwhelming odds if you just take the Space Marines and not the Imperium of Man, but used to overwhelming odds.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, Space Marines just like go in to clean up shit, and they're like, "Hey, what's good, bitch?" If I can send
Yeah,
one of them in, they'll wipe out a whole fucking
yeah, but you
clan of
take
Skaven.
you just do a fleet based chapter, so like the Blood Ravens or something like that, and you just roll through Star Wars conquering planets. Or even Halo, like the Covenant, the humans, and everything starts working together, and I'm like, yeah, not gonna fucking help. Really not gonna help.
Absolutely not. We're just gonna sit here and watch Yas Queen.
Pretty much.
God, it's a good thing we don't do this fucking drinking game.
Oh, what do they say now?
Oh no, like I finished it. It's fine. But
Oh, okay.
just the amount of times I say yes, it would be like shot, 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 fuck, dead.
Honey.
Ooh, honey boo boo. Mm-mm.
With you.
Yeah. I mean, we could honestly be here all night coming up with shit to take a shot that I say. You'd also end up dead within like 20 minutes, but the point is, you'd still have fun doing it.
Yeah, that's always the point, though. It's having
I
fun.
mean, you're right. Yeah, this is very, very true. So, like, this, what's the whole deal with this, WhatsApp shit, by the way?
Oh, that. I don't know, there's a ton of
Yeah,
people were jumping from Signal to Telegram to all kinds of things just because
alright.
they felt like a trusted American, well, I wouldn't trusted with inverted commas, at least someone that's held accountable American company.
Inverted commas.
You know, actually gets called out for this and stuff happens and that nothing they changed the terms of services and things like that, but most people didn't read them and just swapped to another group of people that they didn't read the terms and services that happened to be Russian and Chinese. And I just sit there and it's like, yeah, they don't steal your data because the worldview of that is it's communist data. It's all our data. Your data, my data. Don't worry, comrade. Look at it. Your
Right,
data, my
yeah.
data, everybody's data together. You don't fucking know. All of these companies are shady. They deal in information. No shit they're gonna try sell it if they can.
Well, yeah, of course. Like, that's just how it happens. I mean, even though, like, there are things in place to prevent that, they still go ahead and do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just how it works. Information is bought and sold constantly.
Well, that reminds me of a certain
Like,
vegan in World of Warcraft that had an argument with me. There's no bad people in the world. Doctors don't do bad things. People don't lie.
Dr. Harold Shipman, straight off the bat,
Yeah.
he killed, like, a shit ton of people.
No, no, but
Just put that out there. There was a fucking nurse that recently that got arrested for,
penicillin.
like, killing babies.
Yeah. Also,
That was
many
actually
nurses
quite,
that cynically kill their patients with penicillin or potassium. Sorry, not
yeah.
penicillin.
Well, you know, that brings us to a dangerous topic that we should maybe not talk about on here.
Yeah, probably not. But yeah.
Yeah, let's just skip that part and we'll,
Yeah. So I
we end
think
up having these conversations anyway.
I think that whole WhatsApp thing was just a lot of people didn't read it. Some newspaper, as they usually do, say something, don't check
Mm.
all the facts, read two sentences into it, and were like, yeah, so they want to sell your data. And then everybody jumped on. They didn't read the terms and conditions.
Oh, that sounds
and
about right.
and like one of the first things in the terms and conditions is all the data is encrypted and they can't read it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
It's
fuck's
encrypted end
sake.
to end, so they don't have a way to read it.
God, so what you're saying is it boils down to people are really fucking stupid.
Genuines, that's like the thing for everything, though.
I mean, you're right. You're absolutely correct, and this is why we can't have nice things at all.
Like, again, that's what they say, and if it's like, oh, in the terms of services, they want to sell your data, but in the same terms of services, they say everything's encrypted end to end.
Yeah,
So, hmm.
I mean, of course they're gonna encrypt it. It's just fucking bad practice otherwise.
Did you ever check the groups on your Telegram or your Signal? Signal.
I'm gonna be honest,
Signal.
I don't use either. I just use WhatsApp
I just use
and
WhatsApp, but
Discord.
I got it because there were a bunch of people swapping over and drama and all of that and new groups. Then you, my WhatsApp group that like refused to jump to Telegram. We would just post like what's near us, and the first things you see: selling weed around here, selling cocaine around here.
Yes, hello.
and
Which group is this?
and I'm just saying it's like cocaine, prostitution, everything you can think of, swinging groups. And then the sad thing happens. It's like looking for man on man, just one guy's in the group.
Oh, cute. You stand.
and
So,
and
what?
there's many groups like that. It's like singles looking to get together. One person's in the group, and I'm like, forever alone.
Bless, you'll find your boo. Don't worry. Someday. Not sure when, but you will. Telling you. Unless you're an asshole, in which case, no. Oh my god. Thank God, like, we decided not to do a script for this kind of thing because honestly,
Scripts are terrible, though.
scripts are, like, it just
You
sounds
don't.
so forced and fake.
Yeah, but it's. For example, if you ever listen to the Bill Burr podcast, which is uh, Bill Burr and Burt Kreischer, two comedians in America,
Yeah.
really really good podcast, really good guys, honest comedians. You can hear when they go into their read, when they're reading from the like the ad read,
Yeah, because
and then
like everybody does that thing where they're like, okay, so here now we're gonna do this. Trophies, progress, most recent trophy, seeker of truth. It's literally just because it's what's on screen right now. Like they do that
yeah,
voice,
it
and it's the
appears you
same.
have yeah, it appears you've been by yourself in this call for more than 5 minutes. The bandwidth patrol
The
has
tool
asked
has
me to
asked me to
disconnect you
disconnect you
to
to
save
save
bandwidth.
bandwidth. That stuff doesn't grow on trees. Only you can see this.
Lies.
I mean,
Lies. He can see it too.
yeah, only because I like called you
No,
earlier.
I know, but it says only you can see this. There's two me's. Ah.
I mean, if heaven help if there was two me's, like, oh god.
The best thing about this whole WhatsApp, Telegram, and Signal jumping thing is like everybody's looking for the safest thing, and I don't know. People did a poll, and like 45% of people still use IM Messenger on Facebook.
God.
So they jumped
I
from
use that
WhatsApp
for
because of the trend of jumping away from it for not selling their data. But then Facebook, the same company that owns it, went to the thing that's less secure than WhatsApp, IM Messenger. Well, that's Instant Messenger, but the Facebook Messenger, and stayed on there. And I'm like, I understand why you wanted to jump ship, but then you may as well just delete your Facebook.
I mean, basically, like, shit. You realize
Yeah, here's the
Facebook's
thing.
fucking old.
If you don't want anybody to have your data, don't use
Mhm.
YouTube, don't use Spotify, unless you're using a VPN. Don't send
Okay.
emails, don't do any of that
If anybody
stuff.
wants to sponsor,
Unless you're using a VPN. But
yeah.
otherwise, you I mean, there, and I'll fight for ads just for a little bit because there is a benefit, ever so slight benefit for targeted advertising, as
Yeah.
it helps small businesses. If you sell dog toys, and somebody brings up dog toys, and they search dog toys, and then they get ads on YouTube for dog toys, and that's your company in the ad, it just fucking helped you as a business owner.
Yeah, but that's the thing, like, a lot of people forget, like, targeted ads, like you were saying, can be beneficial. Like, especially in terms of, like, small businesses. But, like, then it's the whole thing of, people are like, oh my god, Amazon are listening to me. Facebook's listening to me. They're reading my messages. It's like, girl,
What do you have to
shut up,
hide? What are
right?
you hiding? What are you doing
I'm just like,
illegally?
I mean, how many times have I messaged you saying, let's start a riot, let's do something that would absolutely get us investigated.
Yeah, but even then, they wanted to do something similar to that in South Africa, where they manage people's messages going out or some crap like that. They wanted
Yeah.
to like restrict and manage stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let you think about that for 0.4 seconds, and then look logistically why that's a terrible idea. If you go and you look at what the average person tweets or how much they tweet, and that's just
Eh,
tweeting.
that's true.
So if the average person sends 4 tweets a day,
The average person.
I'm just saying as an example. I don't know the statistic, but they'd say the average person tweets 4 times a day.
And then you get the sellout streamers that are like, oh my god, tweet every 2 seconds with a new product.
Well, that feels like a targeted at someone.
Bitch, it maybe.
Yeah. So if you say only a quarter of your population uses Twitter, in my country's point of view, that's 10 million times 4. That's 40 million messages a day.
Yeah. Nobody's
And
got
that's
time to be going through all of that.
that is just Twitter. That's 40 million messages on Twitter. That's not WhatsApp, which people send a lot more WhatsApps in a day to multiple people on average.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm like constantly on WhatsApp, so I'm just like, I'm not fast. But yeah, again, what's the worst that they're gonna do? They're gonna look into the messages that I send to you and be like, oh, they're just having a fucking laugh and a joke. Well, yeah,
They're
bitch.
not even
Like,
going to look
damn, it's not
into it.
like I'm really gonna.
They're not even going to
Exactly.
look
They're just
into
gonna be
it.
like,
People
exactly. They're
don't
just gonna be like, fuck it.
understand. It is the equivalent of like a cum load of data every second. Fucking tons of messages are being sent. And they think it's a thing about them. I'm like, do you really think that FBI guy behind the fucking camera has time to read your messages, Karen? Like, honestly, no one gives a fuck.
Right? Like, oh my god, this person served me and I was so rude. I wanted to speak to the manager.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the
okay.
message they want to read.
Okay.
Oh, they can see my messages. No,
Like,
they don't
oh my
want to.
god.
And then
No,
then
even I
the
don't want
best
to
thing,
fucking read them.
the best thing is then the people will be like, yeah, but then computers can go through it and find, this and illegal things. And I'm like, okay, so not a person's reading my messages, a robot that will read something, double check the context, come up with what's illegal, and be like, hey, dude, this person's selling child porn. Go
That
get
was
it.
an interesting place to take that.
No, I know, but it's something illegal. But it.
I mean, I could have thought
I,
of a million other things
there's
illegal, but
there's good and there's bad on it. You know, people sifting through data. Not that they can on WhatsApp
yeah.
because it's encrypted end to end.
But the thing is, like, because the way this sort of stuff is worded, a lot of people don't understand it. Whereas if they laid it out in like very, very, very plain terms, people would get it, and then people wouldn't freak the fuck out.
Yeah, but it's the same as if you lay things in normal terms, people find loopholes. No,
This is
that
true.
that doesn't clarify that. That's why whenever you see lawyers, it's like the most dramatic fucking piece of paper that could be like, "Hey, don't be a cunt," and it's just like, "This is why you shouldn't be a
This is
delinquent
how you
of society."
bitch. God, that's a bit fucking real. Like straight, like story time.
Yeah.
So in high school, I got bullied like a shit ton. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Not for the reasons you think, Queen.
Being tall,
And I
skinny.
mean, I'm only 5'11".
You're not
No, I was like
5'11".
heavy. I am 5'11". I'm a
We're
tall
the
bitch.
we're the same height.
Yeah.
Nani? I'm like 5'11", 6 foot. I don't know. Like I measured it today. I was 180 centimeters, whatever that is in feet.
I want to say 6 feet. Give me a minute.
I was quite proud. I was like, I've
Yes,
gotten
Queen.
taller. I am 180 centimeters.
You're 180 centimeters, which equals 5 feet 10.866 inches.
I'll take the 1.8 or 1.4. Thank you very fucking much. I'll be 5'11". Um,
Yes, get that height, King.
on the bright side is like 90% of women were like, he's under 6 feet, done, gone. I'm off there. Swipe left. 90% of women
Got
on Tinder, oh, under 6 foot, swiped. Gone, goodbye, swipe left.
like, bye, Felicia.
Mm.
Oh yeah, shit. So my dad got called into school,
Oh no.
just because of everything that was going on,
Mm.
and the assistant principal turned
Yeah.
around and said that I was society's problem. Straight up to my dad.
I would have turned around and said, no, I'm a product of society. And your
See, like
schooling.
at this point,
That would have been like
it
the
got that
best.
bad that I had to get.
I'm a I'm a product of society in your school. And then you would just sit there and be like, you see, this is the shit I'm talking about.
Well, so at this point, I wasn't in school. I got hauled out because everything just got that bad.
Yeah.
Um, it sucked. Blah blah blah. And my dad came home and told me, and I'm like, "Fucking what? I'm society's problem. Okay, I'm gonna be a big fucking problem then." And like, we ended up going to the fucking papers about it. And it was that fucking bad because they wouldn't do anything about the bullying. And it was just like, wow, you have a duty of care, and you have failed. And look at me now, bitch.
It does sound like the one time I got into a fight in high school.
Well, I know what you're like, so I know you would have beat their ass. Yes, queen.
Yeah, tears in my eyes, crying with rage. It's actually a pretty
You can
interesting
still
story.
beat an ass.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
could be crying and beating
I
ass.
think
Shit, bitch.
any other time that I was in high school, it was like preventing fights or getting between people.
Yeah.
And that I wasn't like the tallest kid or the biggest kid, so it was like a small little kid in a big blazer being shoved between like one big kid, one little kid.
Bless. Over the ping pong.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Just because I knew it would end badly for both of them if they got caught in a fight. But yeah, so when I was in boarding school, you have like a home room time with your teacher, like a
Yeah.
guardian that looks after you for that year.
Yeah.
It's like Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, Form 8, so Form 5. So 8, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in grades. So this
Yeah.
was grade 9,
Oh.
and uh, I'd arrived late to school, and
Mm-hmm.
my dad, being who he is, kind as a bag of puppies. Yeah. He's just like, we interrupt the meeting that's happening. It's like a roll call. They call your name. I'm here, and then the meeting for the evening, and then you go to church. Um, so he's interrupting the roll call, at the
No.
end because we were that late. We missed the church part. um, and then he's like, "Yeah, do you need money for a pie?" And then somebody farted, and my dad, being my dad, made a comment, and everybody laughed. And then he, embarrassing your child as you do as a parent, he leaves. So
Yeah,
come
that's the parents.
Tuesday, where we're sitting with our tutor, and this kid decides, hey, and no, this is a dorm mate of mine. It's everybody that's in my dorm, so I live with these guys. Decides to start making fun of me and my dad, to the point that the teacher's like, look, if he does something to you, I'm not going to stop him. And to me, that was like looking at Discord and seeing that green light so you can bother that one friend of yours. Oh, you're online.
Girl, if that ain't a mood.
Yeah. So, as per the do not disturb sticker was removed and was replaced with green, as in this person is prepared to be disturbed. I pushed
You
I
beat this
pushed the
bitch.
table up and I had him by the throat with one hand and had two people grabbing my right arm just before I decked him in the face
I mean,
while
bitch, had it
choking
come
him.
in.
I don't know. I'm one of those
Talk
people.
shit,
You
get
you
hit.
you can you can insult me and we'll go back and forth. I don't really care. You know, I
Yeah,
am me. But you
and we
have
love you.
you have no right to insult my family, especially when they're not there to defend themselves.
Oh no, absolutely. Like that's a low blow. Like going for someone's family is a low blow.
Yeah, it's not like a yo mama joke or something like that. It was like he was purposely like mocking my dad. And, well, he paid the price because he got mocked for that shit for like the whole year, for a whole 3 years.
Ah, stupid little bitch. See, I don't get shit like that. Like, you want to talk shit? Fine. Don't go for talk shit about me by all means. I'll talk. I can read a bitch. We all know I can read a bitch.
Well, you know it's bad when like the teacher sitting in is like, I'm not gonna stop him if he kicks your ass.
I mean,
Like
to
you
be
know the
fair, I would
teacher's
love
hearing
that.
it and he's like, and which is cool in the teacher because it's like he's reading into it and he's like, yeah, I kind of respect that kid for just taking that and not doing anything about it, but he should probably stand up for himself. So I'm gonna green light him. I'm gonna tick this
Fair.
box and let this
Completely
kid.
fair.
I'm like looking at it from his perspective. I'm like, why didn't he step in and be like, dude, stop being a dick? And then it was like, oh, he gave me the opportunity to stand up for myself and kick the crap out of someone with full permission
No
and no
tea, no shade.
repercussion.
No tea, no shade. If I was ever to be a teacher, I would do the exact same thing. If that kid wants to beat that Billy's ass, by all means, I will look the other way. Fuck, I'll even help. I mean, I won't help. That's a little bit weird, you know, a fucking 30-year-old bitch, like, beating a kid's ass.
That would be
But,
that would be a funny thing. Is like I go back and I start teaching.
oh my god, please.
A lot of my lecturers wanted me to be a teacher when I was studying.
I mean, like, to be fair, you teach me things on After Effects because it's not something that I'm 100% with. And you're a fantastic teacher. Like, you've got so much time and patience.
Yeah, but it's also I've got that. Yeah, I will give you attention and help. Cross the line and you're dead to me.
Yeah, basically.
I'll
And
be that teacher that's
that's
like,
fair.
oh, if you don't care to put effort into what you do and your schoolwork, then I don't care about putting effort into helping you.
Like that's why whenever I'd like come at you with After Effects, I'm always like, okay, so what are we doing? I like make sure I am paying full attention because do you know what? You're taking time out to
No, no,
fucking
no, 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 no,
teach me how to do
no.
something.
Attention, I can understand, especially if I were to go back to my old school and teach. You live a pretty busy life as a boarding school student or as a student. Social life. You have to do extra curriculum. You have to do your
Never had to do that shit.
yeah. Well, South Africa boarding schools, they fussy, so you have to do your sport. You have to do all that crap. and then you still have to go if you wanted to, do things that you enjoyed, like drums or something like that. Your schedule can get quite full and you get tired. Rowing was a bad fucking idea. Jesus Christ, that ate time because you drive to the dam and then you go in the morning, then you come back, you miss roll call. Like, this is how much time it would take. You end school, you get in the bus, you go and row, you come back, and it's like 8 p.m.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. No. But so I can understand kids being tired and not being, all there because
Yeah.
you're trying to make Olympians that still went to school. Um, and my school's produced a few Olympians in rowing, um, and the
Ooh,
Olympians that have won in rowing. So it's quite cool.
that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
my
now,
skill was just trash.
yeah, I went to high society rich school.
And then there's me over
Fuck.
here, fucking public school, getting my ass beat.
Yeah.
Like, believe it or not, like back then, I was actually quite quiet.
Oh, Sam. I was a very
Like,
shy kid. I still
I
consider
was that
myself shy.
weird kid. You're shy until you get to know someone or someone gets to know you, in which case then you like appear, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah,
you
I,
come out
I
your
get
shell.
comfortable
Yeah,
because I
like
don't know. I just
I
feel
think
like
that's why.
sometimes I can be much for certain people. But yeah, going back to the school thing, like if the kid's willing to go to extra lessons and they try hard and you can actually see they try, I'll have all the time in the world to help. All the time in the
Absolutely,
world. But it
absolutely.
because like I said, to make a long story short, if I know they're tired in class and things aren't going so well, I'd make plans.
Yeah, like you do what you can, and I think that's like a huge issue. That and the fact that teachers, the fuck are
Teachers,
teachers?
were you thinking of predators
Te-
and teachers?
no, I'm not quite sure what I was trying to fucking say there.
Because that's how you get a
Give me a
preacher.
minute. Yes. Oh, you should have believed that part. No, no, I know what I'm doing with that.
Oh, that would be a good one. So, what do you get when you had a predator and a teacher? Most people, I don't know, preacher.
I mean, that is good. I know what I'm doing with
Oh,
that. Oh, we stand. Like, fuck. Like, I don't even remember what the fuck I was trying to say.
you were saying peaches.
Oh, teachers do not get paid enough. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
I
them
came out
and
teachers and then ended up preachers.
yeah, them and
There we
firefighters.
Animators don't get paid enough either.
Certain
I'll say
animators
it.
don't. Um,
No, you don't. I'll say it, bitch.
yeah. Oh, it's just because if they unionize, they know they can just send all the work to China. Um,
Oh, Ray.
yeah, it's one of those things. It's a bit hard to just be like, oh, the voice actors are unionizing. We'll just send all the work to China.
I mean,
I'm not going to merit it with an accent, but
I mean, fair. Ooh, girl.
yeah,
Like,
but it's one of those
damn.
things. It's like the voice actors could, and there was a big thing when they unionized. Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
there's not much for animators because they could always just go to another country.
this is true.
So it's just one of those deal things until you find a nice job.
Ugh, a nice job would be great, not gonna lie. To be fair, I kind
Yeah,
of have a
but
nice
you're an
job at the moment.
electrician. You can find a job easy.
Um,
You fix
yes
the
and no.
you can fix the burper.
Electricity go.
Yeah. Can open a dildo repair shop.
I mean, nah, nah.
Do you think
Like
one of
thinking
those
about it
exists? Do you
logistically.
think one of those exists?
Hold on, hold the fuck up. I am googling it right now. Dildo repair. Apparently, that is a thing.
Oh my god, there we go. We found you a job. The dildo repairman. I mean, I guess it's an appliance, so is it just an appliance guy, but like sex toys? Hmm.
Oh my god, I just clocked that. Holy shit. So, there is a Facebook page, Mr. Wrigley's Vibrator Repair Shop. Yeah.
Ah, I can't remember which rule it is on the internet, but you see, if you think about it, it's already been fucking done.
Is that not Rule 34 or Rule 36?
I think it's rule 36. I'm not sure. Like, there's one that is like, if you think about it, it's probably already been done, or somebody else has had the thought. Dildo repair shop done. Dreams dashed.
Oh my god, I can't believe that is actually a thing. I really can't.
Oh, that's like the best embed. Imagine just open a dildo repair shop. It exists.
Oh god. Rule 36 is the porn,
Yeah,
so it
rule
must be Rule 34. If it exists, there is porn of it. Close enough.
yeah.
I mean, it's true though.
That would be an interesting porn scene.
I mean,
A
what kind of
dildo
fucking
shop
vibrator?
repair store porn scene. This is a
Yeah.
fucking rabbit hole.
This is a dangerous rabbit hole. I mean, oh, Chris, I have no idea. Nah, that's a very, very, very dangerous rabbit hole to be going down. And I'm not making this any better. I should choose my words a bit better. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is. It's always weird.
I mean, you know me. I'll just say it and then think about what I said after.
So I started
I like to
watching.
be a surprise.
I started watching
Okay.
Castlevania.
Oh, Dova, I love you so much right now.
The
I
amount of
really do.
sass. I love it.
Mm, what? Right.
Like
What season are you on?
season 2, just where the I don't want to. Nah, should I spoil it for other people? Okay,
I
spoiler
mean,
warning. Spoiler warning. Spoiler.
it's alright. I'll put up a huge fucking thing. Spoilers and my
Spoilers.
titties.
T. Yeah. I'm just where they found the. They went back to Trevor's home, and they opened the door, and they're in
Oh,
the
right.
library
Yeah. Yeah.
with Alucard.
So just wait.
Yeah, no.
Just wait.
I just love the level of sass between all of them. It's like like a group of people, because the thing that I'm assuming is time skips, as like they've actually been traveling for like a month, quite a while or so.
Yeah.
So they've
Yeah.
been, or more than a month, like maybe 4.
Yeah. More or
So,
less.
oh yeah, maybe less than 4, maybe more than 1, whatever it is. So they've built up like kind of a group
Four.
dynamic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone just Trevor and Alucard just like bitch at each other, and Sypha's like the fucking mum. She's like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch."
no, she's like, stop
And
acting like children, and then that immediately makes both of them go like, "Fuck you," and I was like, "Fuck you too." What was the one? It's like, "Fuck you, eat shit and die."
So
Immediately after how she like mother hen them, I was like, "Fuck you! You shouldn't die."
you are coming up to a really good fight scene,
Yeah, I'm
but
assuming so because they're gonna get attacked based on
oh,
what Camilla is planning. But fuck, like an overarching thing is like, oh, humans scheme and plot and plan, and I'm like, yeah, so do vampires.
uh-huh. What
You
do you think they do for all
no no
that
no,
time? You
but
think they just sit there?
no, but he doesn't trust the other vampires because of their thirst and poor decision making. And I'm like, wow, sound like greedy humans much. Kinda like the people that did that thing to your wife. Huh. Kinda the kettle calling the pot black, bitch. The dagger being like, teach me shit. Teach me how to be a doctor. It's just like
Oh,
imagining it from
fucking,
Alucard's side. The audacity of this woman intrigues me. This cow,
I
it
just fucking.
speaks with such vigor. And it's like, not cow as in insulting like a woman, but like cow as in livestock. This cow speaks with such vigor.
uh, I love it. Like honestly, I fucking adore Castlevania. It is fucking intense.
I have a feeling it's Godvane that's gonna go there and get his ass beat. Was what I'm coming up to because he's not the kind of guy to send minions because he's a Viking. He wants to go headlong himself. And you kind of gonna run into a fucking vampire hunter, a witch, and a fucking a wizard rather, or sorceress, and a fucking the son of Dracula. And you're like, I'm gonna die.
Like my favorite thing is um all the little Easter eggs that are in every fucking episode. I love it. It makes me so happy.
Like the one where I'm assuming this is one is like in the second episode in the bar scene in the first season. He gets kicked in the balls like 3 times. He's just like, leave my balls alone. First time he meets Alucard, kicks him in the nuts. This isn't a bar fight. Have some class. Headbutts him.
There's like nods to like previous bosses and like all that sort of stuff in different games and
I'm guessing
it's
the
so
Cyclops is
good.
one of them.
The Cyclops is an enemy, yeah.
Yeah. What I think one of the things is like, who are the people that make God of War?
Um oh fuck.
Because that seems like the right play style and type of game engine that would be perfect
Yeah.
for making like a modern Castlevania game. And kind of like, I mean, you swap between the three of them. So
Well,
take the swapping mechanic from the remake of Final 7,
yeah.
Final 7, mix it in with God of War mechanics and game engine, and I
I
think you'd
would
have a pretty fucking
get out
fun
with that.
game.
Oh, definitely. I would kill for a new Castlevania.
Yeah, but something that's like more modern than just the way it was, because it was a 2D scroller, wasn't it? For
Yes, up
majority of its,
until PS2 when they started, well, N64 technically.
yeah.
uh, Um,
But
that's when they
even
started doing like 3D.
yeah, and it started coming up with like the same time Devil May Cry did, right?
Mm, Devil May Cry came on the PS2. I think it was just before that I think it was Lament of Innocence.
Yeah.
There's like two
I know a lot of
3D
those
ones
games
in
started
the
coming out at the
PS2.
same time.
Oh yeah, like it was huge. and honestly, I fucking love it.
Well, I mean, it is the current trend at the moment to remake games.
I mean, honestly, I would fucking kill for a lot of.
Crash Bash.
I mean, yes,
I will mention it
obviously.
every episode. Give me Crash Bash.
Let's see if we could. I mean, we could totally fucking. We could totally get that trend in.
Just at Bob's Make Games and fucking Activision and all of them. Make Crash Bash.
I mean, abso-fucking-lutely, I'm here for it. I fucking. I'm looking through all the fucking Castlevania shit and I'm loving it. I don't know what it is. I just love it.
What was your favorite game of all time?
Favorite game of all time?
Yeah.
Mm, probably. I would say Zelda or Final Fantasy.
Nice.
What about you?
It'd have to either be Fallout or Crash Bash.
We're just gonna slide Crash Bash in every episode.
Episode.
Take that out of your mouth.
Drugs.
Girl. If it stops me from like being weird, by all means. But yeah, no, like we'll just slide that in as much as we possibly can.
Yeah, I know the best way to do that. Every time it's like a bad swear word or something like that, or we're swearing too much, and you just cut the audio of Crash Bash as the bleep.
Listen,
That's a Crash Bash.
girl. Ooh, child.
Yeah, Rooster Teeth did that at one point, and it was just random words, and sometimes they fit so well. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, they swore.
Oh god. Ooh, they announced season 4.
Of Castlevania.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, there's going to
Oh
be a
my
whole
god,
myriad
yeah.
of animated shows coming.
Do you know what? Like, they really, really did Castlevania justice.
Yeah, but that's the thing that I don't understand. It needs to be a real, like when they do live actions, it has to be you have to be really particular which anime or cartoon you're going to do a live action of. You could do a live action of
Oh
Ed, Edd
yeah,
and Eddie, but it's got to be cartoony, like super clunky, super weird. Can be realistic, sure.
I mean,
One Punch Man
it's
could
like
make
the
a very
fucking.
very good live action.
It's like Did you hear about the new live action Avatar?
The new one, no. Don't even get me started. Jack Black for Ira. Because I want buff Jack
Oh my
Black.
god, yes. I agree with that. He
oh,
would make a perfect
this is the
pirate.
best thing that's going to get me started on this. So I posted that on Reddit, and then
Oh,
a lot of the community loved the idea, and then there were all the naysayers that were like, "Yeah, but he's not Asian," and I'm like, "Yeah, he's an actor." And then they were like, "Yeah, but he's a comedian." And now that I have a platform to say this on to the internet, did you love The Mandalorian? Bill Burr, actor. No, he was a comedian first. Oh, did you like X1? No. Richard Aouri, I don't know how to say his name. Comedian.
Iowadi.
Comedian. Regardless. Guy that gets eaten by the ice worm in the beginning. Comedian. Fuck you. Comedians all over The Mandalorian. And it did well. So, comedians can act, get fucked. I'm mad. Because
It's
to
okay. Hug
to
you.
bash someone who chose, instead of doing stand up and going through that, to be a comedic actor and being an actor, Jack Black is an extremely good actor, and obviously none of these people have watched him in Jumanji, which is a redeeming. He is a redeeming thing for the first Jumanji.
Oh my god, I miss Jumanji. I watched Jumanji the other day, actually, like the original.
Yeah, that's good. Did you watch
Mm,
the one with Jack Black?
I did, yeah. I watched that. Watched that on my way to
Like
LA.
the genuine surprise at how he plays that character is like the fucking best. You could swear there's like a a teen girl stuck inside.
So the thing is, like, Jack Black takes a lot of flack because it's like people just see him as, Poe. I should probably like
Yeah,
elaborate on that, like Poe the panda from Kung
yeah,
Fu
yeah,
Panda,
yeah. I know, but I mean,
and it's like,
even then, I mean, you if you go to the last Avatar, which was nearly ending M Night Shyamalan's career, Avatar, um,
really, I kind of
they
thought it did.
they had Devon playing Zuko, and
Hmm.
you could see the scars on him, but none of it made sense because his dad wasn't Indian as well. And I don't know, that movie was just cast horribly. So
It was
people's
it was
people's
just really,
whole
really bad.
people's whole blight with, they were fine with hiring certain people and this, and there were white people in the first Avatar, and then everybody's telling me no, it's Asian, and I'm like, well, it's a fictional world. You can't have it two ways.
Yeah.
Good luck casting four different nations of just certain types of people. Not going to work. You need to change shit in live action. Even then, it's the best thing is you go and you look at Ira and the voice actors, and you would be surprised for the English dub and what they're primarily famous for, because it was a Korean animating house that were hired by Nickelodeon.
No.
So it was never technically an anime or something. It was designed and done there, but voiced by Americans. So yeah, a lot of those characters are voiced by white people.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, a voice isn't inherently, mm, this is a
No, but
dangerous topic.
it's the same thing. It's like, I don't mind that they change characters in The Witcher. That if that character can act and you feel like she's the best fitting role, this was all the drama of this changing the Fire Witch. I forget her name. I haven't watched The Witcher in a while, but they
I
changed
couldn't tell you
her,
that.
and I was perfectly okay with it. I was like, if they tell the story properly and she is that character in all essences, I don't give a crap. Oh, look, they made Starfire this. I don't give a crap. If Starfire acts
Talking
like
about
Starfire,
Titan,
yes, this is another
by the
one.
way.
I'm just saying it's
Oh,
another one. If Starfire acts like Starfire, I don't give a crap. But when you change how
she,
Starfire acts and how Raven acts and how Robin acts, I don't like it. when
Anna
you
Diop.
make when you this is I watched the first episode and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty cool way to incorporate Raven's thing, and then Robin is a detective and he's hurting and killing people, and I'm like, wrong Robin, dumbass.
Hmm.
It's not.
Like,
They mixed like three Robins into one Robin, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
yeah, it made me really uncomfortable. That made me really uncomfortable. But do you know what? Anna Diop fucking slays as Starfire.
No, no.
Anybody who says anything different, they can fight me. I'll
My
throw hands.
my only blight. She does Starfire brilliantly. My only blight, the haircut.
Mm. What's wrong with it? It's cute.
No, I know, but it's like Starfire is this long, fiery hair. You can see, like, the way that she's always described flying, because you can see it tracing from her hair, and it's like a short cut.
Yeah.
I don't care the style of the cut. I'm bothered that it's short. If that makes
So, in
sense,
other words,
because it's meant to leave a streak, and her hair is the thing that leaves the streak, and it flows, and that's the whole thing. At least personally, that's what made sense to me reading that when I was younger. But I don't know. She fucking kills that role there.
she she fucking owns it. And do you know what? I would fucking throw hands for her. Absolutely, I would.
Yeah, but now it's the same thing. You see what fucking the Disney drama. Woo!
Disney drama? Oh, girl, dish.
Oh, so in the
What's the
Mandalorian, the
tea?
drop trooper. I
Uh-huh.
forget her name. Gina, I think it is.
Uh, I, Gina, and she's like anti-mask or some shit.
Well, no. Here's the thing. She voiced her opinion, and she's allowed to.
Fair. Yeah, everybody is.
Science, no science, backed, not backed. Who gives a crap? She has a platform, and she voiced it, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to have a discussion about it, go have a discussion to her with about it. But people are hateful, and Twitter's a toxic place. So no, they didn't have a discussion. People wanted her to end her career. And
Like,
I
this is
think
just
I'm
getting
not
into the
100% sure, but they removed her, and the guy that directs it doesn't want to remove her and is defending her. And I don't think they have. I don't. Maybe they have, but there is a large group of people that watch The Mandalorian sitting there. You remove her, we're not watching. And 100%, if they remove her, I'm not watching. I'm happy
That's
to
fair.
stand on that because all they did was voice an opinion. Wrong or right, they voiced an opinion.
The only time that you're not allowed to voice an opinion is if you're a racist, homophobic, transphobic, any of that shit, or a Nazi, then you get punched instead.
Yeah.
We'll line you up, we'll just run down the line. Everybody's
Yeah, but
taking turns just to slap you off.
it's the same. Do you remember when that guy made the message about the protests and like Twitch and the
PogChamp.
no, not PogChamp. This
Oh
was
god.
this was earlier. Um, it was during one of the Hearthstone games. A guy used the media there to voice an opinion about Hong Kong and the Hong Kong riots and all of that.
Oh, yeah, and then he got like
Yeah.
banned or some shit. Like, I
Now,
don't agree with that.
I agree that there should have been a punishment because he's using a platform of a whole bunch of people to, sway an opinion. He's
Yeah.
going to a place of entertainment where he signed contracts that he wouldn't say those type of things. He's not being interviewed after. If he was interviewed after and he used that interview to be like, hey, this is what I think, and then he got punished by League of Legends, people would have lost their fucking Hearthstone, people would have lost their fucking mind. Like, I will give Blizz, they have a little bit of standing to be like, hey, you probably shouldn't have done that because now everybody's going to see this as a platform to do stuff like that, be it good or bad, which as a business you don't particularly want to become a soapbox.
True.
From Blizzard's side, I understand. Was it an overreaction? Fuck yes. But same thing, the person voiced an opinion. Everybody came to defend him for being able to voice an opinion. It's funny how that same logic doesn't apply to her.
Yeah, but we all know the reason why it doesn't apply to her.
Yeah, it doesn't fit people's narrative.
Yeah, that's one of them.
I'm just saying, it's just people like to deplatform and dethrone people and remove people for voicing something. And I'm like, I'm so glad this shit didn't happen back in the day. And then people would be like, why? And I'm like, well, based on popular opinion, we wouldn't have had Elton John because, he was not openly gay, but people would have deplatformed him or tried to deplatform him for saying something that popular opinion would have agreed with. Freddie Mercury, He was also quite open in certain interviews
Like
that probably would have gotten him deplatformed. I'm just saying, it's
yeah.
like all these massive, probably Elvis said some dumb shit that probably would have gotten him deplatformed. Uh,
Oh, absolutely.
and I just sit there, I'm like, people are human. They're entitled to an opinion, and they'll probably say dumb shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This whole thing of like you get written off, driven down to the deepest black hole in society because you believe not wearing a mask personally is better because you fiddle with the mask too much is quite a viable and understandable outlook.
Yeah.
Not, I don't know if that's hers particularly. I know it was about masks and not wearing them, but there was even like the Surgeon General and many people in America in high medical places early into this that were like, hey, don't wear a mask, leave it, for the medical practitioners or for the people that are sick.
Yeah.
People that, high in the medical. And then later on, they turn around and say, no, we were just saying that so that we didn't have shortages. So I was like, okay, so they've lied to you. This is a doctor lying to you already.
Yeah. Like the whole thing about fucking masks and that, I like
And that's the whole thing
can't
about double masking.
eh.
Yeah,
I've
but
not actually heard about that one.
yeah, that was the whole thing at the inauguration, and then one of the news media's ran with it, and they were like, "Yeah, it's like 90% more efficient and all of this from this study." Or then cite the study being used. They don't give anybody credit, but they cited it from a study and left it vague. That study is talking particularly masks that are layered themselves, so or using a surgical mask and then using a cloth mask over it, being very particular that it's an N95 mask and then a cloth mask over it. And only those two together work. You first need the surgical mask, not two cloth masks, which the media company was showing. And then the other one is a 3-layer mask, which it's a cloth mask filter cloth mask, but it's all in one. It's one mask, but it has cloth layer filter cloth layer.
Yeah.
So
Like
it
I've got one
was,
like that.
yeah, it was revolution. Was evolving. I can't say revolutionizing because it's not the right word. It's improving. There we go. Words, brain good. Improving upon masks and how they can be more beneficial because there's a deep need for that right now.
Yeah. Right.
And again, the news never lies. Doctors never
Oh
lie.
no, never. Never.
The World
Definitely
Health
don't ever.
Organization never lies. Being also a group of people that back the idea of not wearing masks, by the way. So nobody crucified them like they're crucifying Gina. Just oddly. Because they've also said the same things.
By any chance were these people men?
Yeah, I think so. Majority of the time. The But again, they've said it. It's like if you're of that opinion because you believed all of them,
Yeah.
you listened to the science that they explained. I'm not going to say, and this is the thing. If you had to ask her, she'd probably say, "Yeah, masks probably help most people," but there's also the people that fiddle with it and probably spread COVID because they fiddle with their mask too much, or they're overconfident from wearing a mask, so they touch everything and get COVID anyway.
Yeah. They,
Like, yes, it it
so
it, it stops the spread of coughs and COVID. 100%, I'll agree with it. Doesn't help if you cough into the mask, touch your mask, and then touch all the produce in a food aisle, and then spread it to a bunch of people.
yeah.
You still need to be
Like
responsible. You still need to wash your hands. You still need to do all the freaking things. But if you wash your hands and sanitize and social distance, I mean, it's worked in other places.
yeah.
Worked in New Zealand. They didn't have big things on masks. It was just, hey, just makes it easier for everyone. which it does. It does help. I wear a
I mean,
mask every day at work.
I wear a mask. I'm exempt from wearing a mask, but I still wear one because you know what? At the end of the day, I wasn't brought up to only think about myself. I was brought up to think about other people.
Yeah,
And
but the big mistake is that they politicized it.
yeah, like
That's the
I
thing. It
actually
was like
spoke to my dad
this
about
side
this.
believes in this and that side believes in that. It was like, when did science go out the fucking window?
Oh, please, science is witchcraft. We all know that.
Yeah, I
Like,
think.
I actually spoke to my dad about it, and I was like, "So we're just having it out," and I was actually in quite shit mood. And he was like, "Well, by wearing a mask, because you're prone to severe anxiety while wearing your mask, you're also asthmatic. You have difficulty breathing anyway. You're putting other people at risk." And I'm like, "Okay, if I'm in a shop and I start taking a panic attack, I know what I need to do to like to remove myself from that situation." And I'm like, he's like, "That's all fine and well, but what if someone comes up behind you? If someone comes up behind me, I'm moving, so they're
Mhm.
not near me while I have a panic attack.
Yeah,
I remove myself from that situation, and will I still wear a mask? Absolutely, I will. I don't give a fuck. If it looks stupid, fine, it looks stupid. I'm thinking about other people here.
yeah,
It's literally it.
yeah.
I kind of rambled there. Shit.
That's fine. I did too.